Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all the peeps from the cult, we are here in the Amateur League Tournament Finals, which is best of 5, and this is Amateur League Tournament Weekly Finals, and the weekly one is 152, I believe. I hope I'm not wrong, and it's actually 1st of March that we are playing, and we have two peeps which have gotten to the finals, and you're looking at the main base of the Void Lauren. Which is playing Terran pieces, the pink Terran pieces on the left top corner on Title Citadel Ladder Edition, and her opponent is a blue Zerg pieces player, Thrall, also known as Syrril. So it's not Syrril, it's Syrril. It's like I-Y-R-L or whatever. Well, he's French, she's German. We are playing on EU today quite a lot. I kinda got my bottom kicked by Lauren. She's obviously trying to like say that I kind of cheated, did let her win, which is not true because she's really good if you let her go. So I'm really curious, just personally, to see how she will deal with, or how this Zerg player is going to deal with her abilities to do what she's doing really good, which is kind of the macro stuff. Yeah, the micro is slipping, but she's getting better. She kicked my ass on the best of 3 in the first game. I did gamble to get my wins, to get further. Got to the semis, got my bottom kicked by this guy, and then got to the lower bracket finals, and got my bottom kicked by this lady. So these both have been in my nightmares a little bit, and there we go. They're playing. The first one is on Title Citadel. Looks like the Zerg player is opening with a third base, pretty early third base. I believe that's a 28 supply. He's actually supply blocked right now, and his Overlord is only halfway done. Which is going to be quite a long time. Meanwhile, Lauren is opening 1-1. She's going not for the bottom opener with two racks opener into Reapers. She's actually going for 1-1 kind of opener with Hellions. She likes her mines. Good to know. So we might see that play, and mines are really good right now for Terran. I don't know what they'd have done, but suddenly they're everywhere and they're kicking ass left, right and center. And Lauren is going for the third base right now, starting the third command center, switching up the barracks with the factory to get the reactor onto the factory, and starts a starport behind it. Meanwhile, on the opposite side we have speed, halfway done, not saturated, almost saturated natural, which is really good timing, 330, which is wonderful. There is one more queen popping out here on the third. Oh, that's actually 4 queens. One is the creep spreading queen, the poop bandit queen, as Nero would say, and the other one is just there for protection of the base. Now it's a bunch of Hellions. There is Viking on the way to get rid of sneaky overlords, which will be scouting. The natural for the Terran player is almost saturated. There is Spore Crawler being built, there is Evolution Chamber being built. I don't see any Roach Warrens so far, so it's quite a bit of Lings right now being made on this side, and there is more Hellions right now being made. And Lauren is going for double NGs and making Liberator in that starport on behind of this. No fourth base, at least not in the plans of the Thrall here. He's going for +1 armor first, making more queens, more queens. That's like 2 more queens. One of them, I guess, it wasn't cancelled, it was done. So it's, how many queens is that? That's actually already 6 queens. That's quite professional level of stuff. So 3 of them should be on one hotkey, 3 of them should be on other hotkey. There is great overlord spread all over the map. And meanwhile, Terran has finished the wall off in the natural, going for steam research, getting reactor on the factory, again. So she lifted to replace this one. The barracks here, barracks number 2 and 3 is being built. There's Liberator, I believe, already out. There is Viking out. Is there Liberator out? There are actually Zerglings checking for possible 4th bases. Nothing much right now. Yeah, the Baneling's Nest has been started for the Zerg player here. He's going for 2nd evolution chamber. He has not saturated his 3rd fully, and he's not actually dropping down the 4th. Liberator is on its way to do some harassment issues. It has been queued, I believe, here to the main base, and it's actually going to travel over the Spore Crawler. It could be quite short life for the Liberator if he chooses to do that way. The Baneling speed has been started. There are +1 attacks for the links, and there is the Viking catching out the Overlords finally. +1/1 is halfway done for Lauren here, and she is massing out on the Marines. She's walling off this from possible run-bys, the 3rd base, and yeah. A Liberator came here, the drones are saved, the Spore is chasing it away, Queens are chasing the Liberator away, the Siege Liberator has been sieged, and it manages to kill, I believe, 2, maybe 3 drones. 3 drones before it goes down. Oh, there is Macro Hatch, and there is 4th going down here for the Zerg player. Lauren is starting her own 4th in front of the natural. She's building double wall here, and she is actually pushing out with Hellions and Marines. What is for defense? The Bane speed is almost done. The +1 is almost done. Yeah, no mines so far. Hellions are turned into Hellbats. Let's see how the attack will go. The Spore is in the front. The Banes are coming. They are being sniped a little bit. Yeah, the Banes pretty much died. Some of the units are evacuated from Queens and sent back home pretty much. The trade went in favor of... Actually, it's even. It's even because of 100 gas and 75 mineral difference, but there are more Banes here prepared for the Zerg player. Pretty much on back of it. Zerg is starting +2. Meanwhile, the 4th command center has been done. The 5th has been started here next to the 3rd, and the 4th will be landed down. The Zerg player is going for Hydra then. He's building +2 armor. And he is trying to saturate his 4th. Now there is more Liberators, more Marines, some mine in the mix, and the production facilities are working overtime right now. The creep spread is pretty damn good, so it's spotting the imminent attack. More Banes are being morphed up here. Some pre-splits are happening here. The Marines have been pre-split. There is the Bane train trying to blow as much of Marines up as possible. Well, most of them were blown up. Some Marines are still left. The units are evacuated. There has been scouted the 4th, and Lauren has another wave of units already ready. There is +2/+2 being researched, +1 armor for vehicles. The 4th has been turned into planetary, and the 5th actually is being built on site, not only here at the 3rd. The SCV will be saved. The Zergling is not microed right now. The Zerg player actually is going for 5th himself, and he's trying to like catch out the army, but he sees that that's not like catch out the expansion. But Lauren leaves it for some reason, I guess. But there are Banes, there are Links, and some Hydras are joining in right now. There is a backstab force for the Terran base. It's cancelled, I believe. And here comes the Terran army. The wall-off is kind of opened, but it reveals the Grandioso army here. One Zergling is fighting this one. Some Zerglings were running here, some SCVs were queued in here, but unfortunately that's not gonna happen. There is a scan confirming that there is a 5th base actually for the Zerg. And Lauren is actually starting her 3/3 upgrades. Zerg is on +1/+2, so that's a big power spike here for Lauren. The medivacs are scaring the lings away, which is funny. And Lauren is slowly moving out. She has some liberators, some other units here, and she's starting to mix in some marauders, which is awesome. Meanwhile, yeah, the infestation pit has been done for the Zerg player. He's going for hive. He has halfway done with the +2. Here comes the liberators. Here comes the mines. Little bit of pre-spread with the mines, liberators, and this 4th base of the Zerg player, which originally was 4th, is going to go down. No creep cleaning, unfortunately, here. Oh, some mines are getting activated. Oh, the marines are being split. Fantastic job here by Lauren. That's really nice, but there is a twice as big wave behind this. And this is pretty nice bait here, and that's all of the marines have gone down. The liberators are left alone, and they both will be hunted down by the Ling Hydra force. The gold base has been started to be taken. Here is the 5th, there is the 6th, and she says GG. I think it's very premature GG, I would say, by Lauren. There is no threat, but okay. Respect her decision, and let's jump to game number 2. Alrighty then, welcome back to the grand finals of Amateur League Tournament Weekly 152. We are in game number 2. The first map was taken by the Zerg player named Thrall, also known as Syrril. Here playing in the blue colors on the left bottom corner on Tourmaline Ladder Edition. Meanwhile, he's facing his opponent, and it's Lauren, playing Terran pieces in the pink color here on the top right corner. And yeah, as I already said multiple times, that previous game seemed a little premature. Queue out, like tap out by Lauren, but maybe she was floating, maybe she didn't have the production. I have to check the replay to actually see what's the issue. But that was a great game by her. She did really good, some pre-splits and that sort of stuff. So everything was pretty much fancy there. And she was almost at her peak performance of having like big amount of macro, a lot of command centers, planetaries and everything else, and the Zerg player was pretty much stuck in his one side like of base and nothing else. And yeah, so far the opening is a supply depot into barracks, into orbital, Reaper, and into natural command center here by the Terran player. Meanwhile, on the opposite side we have the natural into gas, I believe, and into spawning pool. And looks so far so stable and good. Yeah, double queens, 4 links for defense, and the Reaper is on its way over the map to find out what's gonna happen on the other side. There is Mariner being built right now, and it might be trying to hunt down the Overlord. There is the third base, again pretty quick, it's like 2 minutes third base here, dropped down by the Zerg player. The Reaper arrives, manages to poke a little bit to the drone, and is pulled away. There's nothing much that it can do right now. Meanwhile, Lauren is starting barracks number 2. Interesting. There is reactor for the first barracks, and there is also command center number 3 started on the top ground for the economies. Basically to keep up to the Zerg, which has the third base already. Well, the link speed has been started. No more army production. Everything else is just droning here for the Zerg player. And the Overlord is here and pretty much seeing the command center number 3. Lauren is producing Marines, a lot of them. There is actually barracks number 3 being built and double NG base, so it might be Tech Lab. Yeah, that's it is. And it's not gonna be 2-1-1. It's not gonna be like with medivacs. It's gonna be just mariners poking the opponent here. It could be really good because last time when Lauren pushed out for the first time, she pushed with the Hellions and everything else, and it actually ended up the Bane speed was just finished when that happened. So if she actually pushes faster, it could be a lot more painful here for the Zerg player. No lair so far. Lair has not been started. There is gas number 2. There is a lot of links just finishing the speed. Gas number, no, it's evolution chamber first being made, so probably for the armor upgrade, because that's really good against Terran, especially against Marine. Yeah, there is steam packs, there is bunch of Marines, there is 1-1 started, and it could be some sort of timing attack here from Lauren right now. She has the second natural saturated, the third is here, and there comes the factory being built. The links from the Zerg player is being sent to the possible third bases to scout if there are possibility for thirds. The third is being droned up, and there is quite a bit more links joining in. Well, this is the difference between me as a Zerg player and this guy. He definitely will have more queens than I have in defense, so that's his advantage for sure, for sure. There is a lot of mariners joining in the party, and I assume that they are expecting the timing attack. 2 more barracks, so that's gonna be 5 barracks with a reactor, a factory with a reactor, and starport is started right now. Doesn't look like it's gonna be the aggression, because if it's gonna be the aggression, the mariners would be already out there. The Bane's Nest is only halfway done, so now if Lauren pushes with this stim timing, then she can actually turn it in before the Bane's Nest. Bane speed is done for sure. The Bane's Nest, unfortunately for her, will be done, and there is a lot of lings and queens pretty much getting ready to take in this army of Marines. So queens are ready to tank. There's some energy for the transfusers. There are the links, the Bane's Nest. Bane speed is being done. No Banes are being made right now. The Marines are pushed in the corner, surrounded by a lot of links. They have +1 armor, so I guess they are strong enough. And that's basically it for that push, unfortunately, for Lauren. She switched out the reactor for the medivacs, and she is making reactor to get some mines. This counterattack will hit hard right now for sure, but it's gonna be shooed away by these bunch of Marines which are stimmed. The Bane speed is halfway done, but some lings are turned into Banes, so I guess Syrril will go for the aggressive path against the Lauren right now for sure. She really needs those mines. Don't see them being produced right now, and those mines would be wonderful. Lauren is pushing a little bit out, and more Banes are being morphed in. The Bane speed will be done. +1 attacks and +2 armor is being researched. Meanwhile, the Terran player is going here for the +2 and starting to produce some mines. The third base is here saturated, and there is another command center being built. The Marines reveal themselves to the Overlord here. The fourth base is being taken in 2 places at the same time. And that's a lot of Banes. The Marines are evacuated. Most of them successfully does so. How the trades have gone, so far so good. Everything is pretty equal. Lauren is scanning for possible 4th or 5th base. This is the 4th, this is the 5th basically for the Terran player, and she is planning to take 4th her own and build 5th on site, which unfortunately will again be slowed down by Ling. The Zerg army run to the other side, but meanwhile they sacrifice the 4th base here to this Terran attack. The medivacs are pulling out. Meanwhile, this Ling again is making a mess. How is the mine count? I don't know. There is, yeah, the CC gets cancelled. The Ling successfully does his job. Hydra then is being started, and infestation pit is being built. There is a corner base here. Unfortunately, for Lauren, that almost got spotted by the Thrall here, by the Terran player. And the 2-2 is finishing, and Lauren is pushing out with her force with 2-2. Meanwhile, there is some counterattack happening. I guess she's kind of trying to do 1-2 punch here, but these Marines are going to go down, unfortunately unprotected. There was some backstab force which denied the base, and this is a backstab of Banes and Lings here for the Zerg player. The Marines are here, they are here, evacuating a little bit from the Banes. That's, I guess, a pretty good trade, I would say. And the medivacs are flying back. The 3-3 started, +2 vehicle armor. And here comes the Lingam main backstab to the non-existing base, pretty much, because Lauren took this one and has a planetary there, and she starts the 5th here now, right now. The 4th is being retaken by the Zerg player, and Lauren is going to get her forces together and plan attack here on the middle base. Some mines are being landed in, and there is the backstab force which is just running by right now and is going to run into the planetary. No, it's pulled actually to make a sandwich, maybe. And some pre-split is happening, pretty damn good pre-splits. The Mariners are shooting away, but here comes the Bane train. That's gonna hit really hard. And Lauren is evacuating, leaving the minefield behind. And there is command center. This command center was undisturbedly built. This one is turning into, I believe that's a planetary, or is it a command center? Don't know. But there are more barracks, more productions happening, and 3-3 is halfway done for the Terran player here. Meanwhile, Zerg has +2 armor, +1 attacks. He has the Hydras, technically, with the speed. I think this command center might be denied. Yeah, it's cancelled and denied. The Lauren is running back to save it. Meanwhile, she is planning to make 2 more here, 2 more here, a lot of them, and the corner bases are being scanned to check if the Zerg has expanded to the corner, and the push is again going to take place in the middle of the map. The steam has been engaged pretty fast. There is a lot of marauders, a lot of mines. The pre-split is a little bit happening. The 5th base has gone down for the Terran player. And there is connections with mines and Lings and Marines. But so far I would say the Terran player has a little bit more advantage. No, it's evacuated. The Marauders are left behind with some mines here. And yeah, Lauren is reinforcing her army right now, quickly trying to make it happen once again. The command centers here, there is 1 orbital which is finished, there is 2 of them, so the 5th base was denied. There is the 4th base which is fully functional here for the Zerg player, and there is a lot of links around the map just for the vision spotting. There is command center which is going to be tried to be landed here. There is one being blocked by pooping overlord. Here comes another attack from Lauren. This time she is attacking the morphing banes, doing some pre-splits, some splitting. Pretty damn good so far. Yeah, her 3-3 is finished and she is raking down the army right now. And she is going for that 3rd. That tasty 3rd is going to go down to this force. The steam has been engaged and there is 1 more pack of units going for the 4th base of the Zerg player. And the Zerg player is running out of money right now to be able to produce the amount of Lings and Banes which are necessary to deal with this 3-3 army force. The +2 is going to be finished soon for the Zerg. Some Marauders are left behind, unfortunately, to be eaten for the catching Lings, but the army force here is coming in. That's huge. The income for Lauren is just insane right now, and there you go. Syrril is now enjoying the Lauren in full her power. The 100,000 MMR difference right now is in action, where actually the Terran player with 2,700 points is kicking the butt for 3.7 Zerg player, because That doesn't work. Well, here comes the lurkers. That might be the savior here, but his lurkers have no ranged upgrades. He will have the Zerg player will have the armor plus 3 armor. He will have the lurker range when it's burrowed. There is a scan, and those lurkers are going down. There is nothing that he can do. There's nothing that the Terran player can do. Lauren is all over this Zerg. GG's called. Lauren takes game number 2. We have a point on the board, ladies and gentlemen, and we are jumping into game number 3. Anyways, we are back in the game number 3 in the grand finals of Amateur League Tournament Weekly 152 between these two wonderful people, and we are looking at the main base of Lauren, which is playing Terran in the pink colored pieces here on the right bottom corner of Winter Madness Ladder Edition, and she just took a map from this guy, which is Thrall playing Zerg in the blue colored pieces here on the left top corner, yeah, I'm super happy about it, because I think it will do a lot. Lauren is lady, yes, she's from Germany. She's a lady gamer. That's true. Rebel Decibel, and yeah, she's really having issues with confidence. Like I'm saying, like if we were one person together with her, we would be like in Grandmasters, definitely. We have very similar mindset, which is funny as hell. Like we are stubborn as fuck, and we're like going slowly, like working through the grind and then slowly developing things, and eventually we get there, but it's like taking a lot longer time, which is frustrating, tilting, and you name it, choose your poison. It's the way, but yeah, I know her playstyle in a way, and her macro is really strong, while the micro is a little bit lackluster, but yeah, she can do a lot of stuff, and you saw that in previous game. She executed everything perfectly, like from the book, and it worked against this guy. So far everything seems pretty standard. The drone is going for the third base. Lauren is going opening with, this time with barracks with the factory next, so it might be the Hellion version, Hellion Marine Medivac version. Yeah, the reactor is started. The Reaper poked in, I guess was poked back by the Lynx here. Did it get a kill? No, it did not. The double queens have been begun. The third base has been begun on upstairs for the Lauren, and Thrall is building third right now on the downstairs. So far everything we have seen already. They're droning, making workers, getting their economies running, and there is not gonna be much of a sleeping here. At least I know, I trust that Lauren will keep herself straight to the similar kind of strategies of getting her macro game up and moving that one forward, and she's starting the starport here. Yep, there is the third base. The Reaper is confirming that such is the cases. Yeah, and yeah, there was a question why the Lauren was asking me, why do I gamble with some really like quick aggressive strategies to shut her down instead of playing macro. And my argument is indeed that my macro is just lackluster. I'm not able to do what she's able to do. So I'm kind of jealous in a way. In the same time, it's impressive things that she can do if you let her do that, and that's why I'm kind of pushing that kind of force. She actually comes in with 2 Hellions and Reaper. There are no drones here to be shot down. There's already 3 queens, like per each hatchery, and there is 2 more coming out, I believe. Yeah, that means that there is going to be the impressive queen force, which might be quite hard for this force to deal with, and the link count is pretty big, so this is really dangerous position for those Hellions. Here comes the Overlord. Overlord is scouting that there indeed is 1-1-1 opener basically. And here comes the Viking, which is going to shut down that scouting Overlord, which has been Oh no, that's Viking pathing. Crazy pathing. Anyways, I don't see the Hellions and the Reaper. Did they die? No, here they are. The third is being saturated. Double evolution chamber is being built. Actually, it's multiple. It's 3 evos, pretty much. So one evo was basically baited out here from Thrall. He's going for Lair. I believe that's a little bit faster Lair, or maybe not. I did not check the timings. Lings are catching out the Hellions and Reaper. I believe that's a surround, and that's all of them done right now. The wall up for the natural is being built. There are the Hellions expecting the Ling run by, which is coming in and is meeting the Hellions. Some barbecue is going to be serviced here. Yeah, they're just running home right now. Actually, yeah, there is some difference finally from the Zerg player. He's actually going for Roach Warren, and I don't see the Hydra then so far. He's going for Roach Warren. He's going for 1/1 attacks for +1 range, +1 melee. The Liberator has successfully flown through 3 bases and landed here. And I believe it's not spotted by this Zerg player so far, and it gets 4 drone kills until it meets Spore Crawler. I don't think that Lauren will react to evacuating that Liberator until it's will gonna get shut down even. Yeah, unfortunately that is the fate of that Libby, and there is the 4th base here being built. As I said, strong side is the macro side, not a strong side the freaking micro stuff for controlling the units themselves. Here is the first push. It's like 6.5 minutes. There is the Mariners and Medivacs being pushed out. The Bane speed just has been started. The +1/+1 is being already almost done. It's like 3/3 of it done. There's 5 queens, a lot of lings. I believe the Overlord spotted the push out, which was pretty much killed, and here are the Mariners, and they are attacking the 4th base. They will get the Overlord one more. That will be a little supply block. The Marines are being evacuated. For some reason, full Medivac was kept around and was lost to the Queens, which is really good catch for the Zerg player here. And the 3 evos actually was not on the empty promises. They are used. There is +1 armor being started researched, and there are some roaches being mixed in the army here for the Zerg player, which will be really good against the Hellions and maybe the mines even. Yeah, the Zerg player is sending the Changeling in to scout what kind of stuff is happening here on the other side. The Lauren has finished +1/1 upgrades and stim packs. And there is +1 range and +1 melee here finished for the Zerg player also. Here comes the push, couple of roaches, a lot of Marines, and yeah, Hellbats, and that's a 4th base going to be cooked. The mines are here making the stuff. Some Banes are being morphed, and that's a lot of drones which were queued in. So it was pretty much the Zerg player having the economy investing into economy while the push actually was coming in. It's very common for me to meet such an issues. Here comes the Roach push power, and there is mines connecting. Medivacs are evacuating. Nope, they are actually flying into the main base, which is well spotted by the Zerg player here, and the drops is happening pretty much into the Zerg army, which is eating away the army. But that was 11 drones going down in that battle specifically, and the Medivacs are running away. The Queens are trying to chase it away, but that's not gonna happen. The 2/2 is halfway done for the Terran player. For the Zerg, armor is almost done, and +2 melee is also halfway done. And yeah, the Zerg is going for Hive, so that was the infestation pit, which we did notice, and going for Hive. And this command center is going to turn into planetary. There is one Ling fighting for it. And here comes the Lauren with another push, the Terran player. The mines are being burrowed. Some pre-splits, not great pre-splits unfortunately for the Terran player here. But there is another punch, so it was 1-2 punch. One on the one side, the other on other. The planetary is halfway done, almost done. which will try to shut these links down. Nope, it's cancelled and it's lifted and it's defended. Meanwhile, on the other side, this fourth base was denied by the Terran player once again. The Medivacs are once again aiming to go for the main base. Meanwhile, there is already fourth base over here, and this is actually a fifth. There is more production happening. The 2-2 has finished for the Terran player. This base is going to be landed, the command center, and turned into planetary probably, and that's gonna be the fifth made for Lauren. So basically, Zerg player is on 3 bases. He hasn't saturated his fourth, he hasn't saturated his fifth. These medivacs actually did do some damage over here, and they are evacuated. A lot of roaches, lings and banes are joining in the army. There is +2 armor, +2 ranged, and +3 melee attacks being researched right now for the Zerg player. The OV speed is coming in play. I don't see that there's an Adreno Glance and Ultralisk then, so the Zerg is gonna try to get to the Ultras. That's a denied fourth, but unfortunately that was really good connection with Banes, unfortunately for Terran player here, but that's a denied fifth base, which technically was fourth, and now this one is the fourth. But there is a big Ling Roach army force with some Banes coming here. There is a lot of big army ball here ready for the Terran to defend against this if necessary. The 3-3 has been started, and I believe these SCVs are being sent to build the 6th base over here in the side of the Terran player. A lot more stuff is being produced right now. The 3-3 is being researched, and Lauren actually is pushing out. Her army supply basically is a little bit more bigger. That's a really good catch for her. A lot of Banes going down. Her army supply, she is maxed out basically. The roaches are turning into Ravagers, I guess, to snipe down the mines, but unfortunately that might not happen that easily. And the Ravagers are shooting the biles to shoot down the possible mines, which is a good catch here. And the attack has been repelled. Meanwhile, Lauren is already resupplying. Her supply is already bigger than the Zerg's. Pay attention to that. That's impressive, I would say. The Changeling is spotting that there is another push coming out here. Meanwhile, Lauren is building one more base here on the side with 2 command centers. And there is a little bit of run by checking out if there is any bases being built. So these might be denied. Yup, that is the case. The +3 is being finished. The Kiteness has been halfway done here for the Zerg player. And Lauren pushes in for this army force. No pre-splits, unfortunately. That's a lot of army done, pretty much down the drain. Again, her production is kind of big, so she is almost getting up to the same tempo as the Zerg player over here. Her macro is a little bit slipping, I believe, here and here. These bases are not mining as much, and these bases are slowly turning in, so she needs to fix her macro a little bit up. So this is the 5th base now for Zerg. This is the 4th fully saturated. There is +3 ranged being researched. There is ultras now on the playfield, so more marauders are being made by the Lauren. She's mixing in the liberators for the attack, and she is pushing out. She has maxed out once again before the Zerg player has managed to do so. Yeah, her 3-3 will be done pretty damn soon, so she needs to do some pre-splitting, which she's kind of good with doing, not leaving the units in clump, which she's now doing. She's stimming, she's going around the places, and she's doing the pre-split. Yes, there are the ultras right now. The Bane train is doing a lot of damage. Ooh, that was quite a cleanup here. Once again, she's rinse and repeating the stuff. I guess these barracks have not been queued into the army production tab, unfortunately. She forgot the second factory. I don't know. I guess there is Ghost Academy being made. Anyways, there is +3 armor, +3 ranged for the Zerg player is getting done. The ultras are getting their second upgrade, and the army force is pretty much maxed out here for the Lauren. It's 3-3, more marauders, more liberators, and more stuff coming in. Some Ling is patrolling here to check out the bases, and yeah, these SCVs are being pulled here to make the economy worth more. The Spire has been started for the Zerg player over here, and yeah, the liberators and mines will start doing their magic. Here they come. It's actually 4 Libbies, and they are sieging up right now, and there's a little bit of a splits happening. There's biles from the Ravagers, indeed. Some more of them shutting down the Liberators. The Medivacs are evacuating, and 1 Libby survives that trade. Actually, the trade efficiency here has been in favor in Zerg for some, not for some reason, not amazed. It's kind of, yeah, it's 5,000 minerals and 300 gas difference. Well, gas difference in favor of the Zerg player, but mineral difference is in favor of the Terran. Okay, Lauren is remaxing once again, going for +3 vehicle armor. She has the Ghost Academy finished. I don't see any Ghost yet mixed in. She is almost maxed out, basically. And she is gonna push again. I guess if you can handle her, these kind of pushes, then maybe you are in good position. She's again maxed out. The Banes are being morphed. There is a lot of forces. The steam has happened. The Ravagers are piling down. This time they managed to catch out a lot of Medivacs, and GG is being called. Lauren is tapping out, and Thrall takes game number 3. We are jumping into game number 4. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 4th game of the grand finals. I hope I didn't mix up the games because I lost count. I'm fully immersed in this matchup right now, just watching all the differences and decisions. You know, it's like learning yourself, being interested how it's gonna end. And we have matchup between these two beautiful players, and you are looking at the main base of Syrril, also known as Syrril, which is playing a blue-colored Zerg here on the right bottom corner on the Ruby Rock, and he is playing against Lauren, which is pink-colored Terran player here on the top left corner on the same map, obviously, because they are playing. This is the 3rd game. 4th game, it could be match point for Mr. Thrall. It could be leading into Decider's match if Lauren takes this game. She's actually opening with 3 racks. That is interesting, so I believe that it might be actually going for Mass Reaper, which will be pretty much scouted by this Overlord immediately, so before anything is started. And the answer here from Thrall is going to be go for Roach Warrens. He's sending the links for the I guess counter attack immediately. I think he sees a gap in the wall. It could be maybe here between those racks there is a gap, maybe here, I don't know, we'll see. No, those links are now checking the thirds, and here comes the Reaper. First Reaper already arriving at the natural base of the Zerg player. Zerg is going for 4 roaches, which is quite a familiar thing for me. Are those links able to get inside? I guess not. No, they are working on the supply depot. The Reaper spawns, start shooting away, and there's many more Reapers right now on the way. Some are chasing away the links. I guess all of them are chasing away the links. Meanwhile, on the opposite side we have 4 roaches coming going into 2 more roaches. And I see no speed upgrades so far from the Zerg player. I see no second queen, it's only 1 queen from 1 gas. He does not have actually the gas to do anything else. I think he's waiting, and he will start the speed after. It looks like there has been some lessons taken for me. It's a gamble It's a gamble which this Zerg is willing to take, and I would assume that it's a good gamble because it's 3 racks. It's not 2 racks, it's actually 3 racks. So that's a big investment from the Zerg player over here. Nope, there's no speed. There is only drones being made, and that's 6 roaches arriving. And that's gonna be Reapers will having a lot of heyday. It could be really strong and it could be really fast GG here from the Lauren. Yep, it is. And Thrall takes game number 4 and he wins, or Syrril wins the whole tournament. Congratulations.